Hello.
All right. So welcome to our female entrepreneur live. We like to thank you for being here. How we usually start is we go ahead and introduce ourselves and what we're bringing to the female entrepreneurial table, and then we will go to you. So I'll go ahead and I'll start first. So I am Tink Wilds. I am the hair fairy, and I sell all natural shampoos, conditioners, and healthy hair oils made fresh from almond seeds. So my number one seller, which is ginger ale, is for new follicle hair growth and great for edges. Smells great. Again, number one seller. But my personal favorite, Lady H. Lady H, when you have very difficult scalp issues, patching, burning, dandruff, things like that, that's what that Lady H is for. So, anyways, Niecy, are you there? I think Aunt Niecy having some trouble. So, anyway,
Hello, hello,
okay.
hello. My internet wants to act up. It's been acting up all weekend. I'm sorry, y'all, but hey, everybody. I always got to say hello to the people that's gonna watch this on replay because I'm Aunt Niecy, y'all. I'm a jack of all trades or Jill of all trades. I do brand management. I do product endorsement. I do a lot of different things. So if you wondering what I do exactly, and you want to talk to me one to one, hit me on Instagram, and my link tree is there. Entertainment Tea Uncut. Okay, team, did y'all already do the introductions?
Yep, I did. It's time for our guests. So introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is
Okay.
Sakeysha Williams. I hope you can hear me. I am the owner and lead travel designer of Key Occasions. Key Occasions is a boutique style travel agency in which I customize trips based on your needs, your wants. You tell me things you dislike, I make sure that's not a part of your trip. Like I really just personalize it to make it an experience, one that you'll never forget and one that you just really enjoy. So that's me in a nutshell. I don't have a product to hang up, but I'm gonna throw up my card real quick since we throwing up stuff to the camera.
Put it up there so they can look. They can screenshot it. Put it right on up there.
Y'all,
I know.
I love the fact that you said in your bio that you are a luxury trip provider. So don't come to you trying to get discounts because you are all, about the expensive taste and things like that. I love that, because a lot of times when people patronize black business, they expect the hookup for some reason. But I love the way you stated that. So, what inspired you to do this? Is this something that you recently started doing, or have you been doing it for a while?
Yes and no. So I've been in the industry for years. I've been helping people with travel since elementary school. And what I mean by that, that's when we had encyclopedias and the book. People, a lot of people don't know about that, but
Yes,
people would tell me
Britannica.
that they're right.
Mhm.
So they would tell me that they're
Mhm.
going someplace. I would do research on the destination and say, hey, while you're there, you might want to check out this, that, blah, blah, blah. So that's been me from youth. I actually graduated from the University of South Carolina with a degree in hospitality management. So that was in 2006. I've been in the industry since then. I started selling travel in 2007, but it was mainly to like friends and family. It was nothing ever really serious. It was just helping people here and there. Most recently, I did work for Sandals and Beaches Resorts. I was a business development manager for them, learned even more about the industry, learned all the resorts, and then COVID happened. So it changed a lot in the industry. But honestly, during my tenure there with the company, I was starting to grow that desire again to sell travel. So COVID kind of pushed me to do what my true passion is, and that was to get back out and to sell and to help people realize, like us, realize that we deserve to be in places like
Mhm.
Sandals. We should travel, and
Mhm.
these places are accessible to you. And I just love helping people to realize, hey, luxury is within your reach, and I just want to get you there.
All right. So,
Okay, so do you like the groups say for instance, my client, she wants to
group
do a
trip.
huge trip like for all her family. So do you do like the group trips and organize that and all that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I specialize in occasional getaways, and that's my little term that I use. So basically, if you're wanting to celebrate anything, a birthday, anniversary, just because life, you want to celebrate something. I do celebratory trips. I also do a lot of group trips and retreats. So if someone is looking to have a group come celebrate something with them, or if they're just wanting to have group to travel with them, I do specialize in those as well. But another thing that I love, and this is kind of my baby, I do a lot of come alone trips. So if it's a place where I'm going to learn about and experience for myself, I've never been there, I like to invite other people to come with me so we can go experience it together. So those are definitely my specialties. I definitely love getting groups together because I am an itinerary planner. My husband hates it, but I will plan the mess out of your day if you let me. So I love to have
Very
groups and
organized.
just give them the opportunity to do different things while they're in that destination.
So what made you, I guess, I know you mentioned Britannica and people coming to you and asking you, and you've been doing this since you were younger, but what do you think kind of inspired you to do this? Was it Britannica or was it just in you?
I think I'm a geography nerd. I always have been. So for me, it's learning about new destinations and just having the desire to say, "Oh my gosh, I would love to go there, see it
Yeah.
for myself, experience the culture, just experience everything about that destination." So that has always been within me, and that is why I chose the major that I chose in college because I just wanted to. I knew something about my future career was in hospitality. I didn't always know exactly what it was, but
Right.
for me, that was always fulfilling to me because I was learning about the different resort brands and the different destinations and then what these people offer and what they don't. And to me, that's always just been something that I've enjoyed learning about.
Oh my gosh. I mean, well, that's neat. So you're a geography nerd. So you know what? What is the best destination that you would say that you've ever been? And what is a destination that you would recommend to somebody who's like not even been outside of the United States?
So this is their first time going out of the country.
Yeah. So let's start with that. If this was my first time going out of the country, what would you recommend?
One or two places for your first time. I would say either Jamaica or the Bahamas. They're very easy to get to. Most like if you're flying out of Charlotte or Atlanta, Miami, most of these eastern coast states, you'll have a direct flight. So you're not having to do a bunch of, exchanges here and there at the airport. There isn't a language barrier, so you're gonna go there and then you don't have to worry about that. They accept the US dollar, so you're not having to worry about the currency. So those are kind of easy trips. And again, they're very short flights. The people in both locations are very welcoming and they want you, tourism is a huge part of their island. So they want you to come, they want you to embrace it. But those two, if you're a first time traveler outside of the US, I think those are probably the easiest two and will be my top two recommendations.
Okay. And what's the best place you've ever been to?
Ooh, there are three. I know you asked me for one,
It's
but I'm gonna
okay.
give you
You
three.
take three. You take three.
So I love Grenada.
Where's that?
That is in the Caribbean, but it's like south, very far east
You
from
know
here.
where
So
you
kind of close to
Niecy?
South America. I didn't
You
hear
know
you.
where Niecy? I know.
Hmm.
I say you know
Grenada
where
is
Niecy?
beautiful. It's near Trinidad,
Okay.
and it is
I'm a
it's
geography
called the Spice
nerd
Island.
also.
You are?
Beautiful.
Sorry. Cross
No,
talking to
you're
Niecy.
fine.
I'm sorry. So, okay, so
So
Grenada is beautiful.
yeah, it's called the Spice Island, and it's called that because they make their own spices there. So everything has spice in it. So even you get a rum punch, it has nutmeg and all kind of different spices in it. Or you can get a nutmeg
Ooh.
milkshake. Like Grenada is amazing. Oprah has a house there, and I envision my house being beside her house one day. Her and
Okay.
Danny Glover, their house is right beside each other. Yep, one day
Okay.
I'm gonna be
And
there too.
you have your other neighbor.
Yes.
Grenade. No, I like the spices.
I
You know
know.
what?
Right.
Yeah, I'm sitting
Okay.
here like
What's
that. Thing.
number
I want to
2?
You want to go to Grenada, I'm trying to tell you. And I mean,
I think I am.
the different color sands, like they have black sand there. There's some pink sand there. Like you want to go to Grenada. You do want to go there.
I'm going.
Yeah.
I need a picture on all those beaches. You hear me?
Okay. Look, we should go together and go take some pictures, and then we're gonna promote. Yes.
We can do it. I'm ready. When you say I got the passport, I'm ready.
All right, let's plan it.
I'm so serious. I've been thinking about a trip for so long, and my youngest son.
Don't shoot me.
Huh?
Don't shoot me. My passport is expired, so I need to go and apply for one.
You better go get you one because we about to be gone.
All right, Niecy, I'm gonna need you to take care of that.
Right. While you do that, we're gonna be gone. So look, my youngest son.
I'm gonna make an appointment.
I know you're gonna go. She's
So
like,
another island to think about is St. Lucia. St. Lucia is like the Hawaii of the Caribbean. So you have your volcanoes there, you have your rainforest. St. Lucia is just beautiful.
Are they near each other?
Yeah, they're very close to each other. They're actually kind of in that same range. And it's a much shorter flight than going to Hawaii.
Is it Eastern time?
It is.
Girl, let me tell you, because I do a remote job. Let's go.
Listen, go and get you a visa and a permit to stay over there and work from there, because I'm telling you, St. Lucia is beautiful. So,
but I still got to pay rent over here, so it's not, can
we sublease it to somebody else and then?
Okay, we'll talk offline. These are thoughts.
Okay.
This is good. Yeah. Good luck.
And then one other place I'm gonna tell you about is Barbados. The home where Rihanna's from. Barbados is beautiful. The people there, I know I mentioned Jamaica and Bahamas are very hospitable, but Barbados, they're super just hospitable. They want you to embrace their culture. Every Friday they do a fish fry called the oyster fish fry. Just everyone from the island, they want the tourists to come. They want everyone to come out and just embrace the island. Barbados is really, really pretty. So those are my top 3.
Well, we gonna look, put together that come along trip or whatever, and yeah, I'll do that. Or girl, me and you and Niecy could go. I don't even care. But look, I had already said after my youngest went to college, so I'm just in here working, and I'm like, you know what? I need to go somewhere. And I was like, I got this passport. I mean, every weekend, I think, but Niecy, I be working 7 days a week. So that's why I'm like, but as long as it's Eastern right now, I can deal with it.
So you over there empty nesting. Basically, you do need to get out.
Yeah, I'm just, I told them, I was like, I'm going to travel. So I just need to get somewhere. So this is perfect. This is meant to be.
Yes, then we're gonna work on it for real.
Okay.
Like she's newly empty nesting. So but with me, I've been empty nesting for about 6 years now. So I love it. Cause this, I got this whole room. This was my daughter's room. That's my craft room. You're gonna start taking over after a while.
See, I'm a different
look. My son's room is getting ready to be a closet.
See, I'm trying to be like y'all. My kids are in 6th and 3rd grade, so I got a little while, but it's all right. I'm gonna be like y'all.
It's gonna fly by though. Those years are so precious, and it's gonna fly by. You're gonna be like, gosh, I remember when my babies were in 6th grade, because it flew by. Like, I can't believe it.
Nah.
So you trying to say you already over the empty nest?
Huh? No, you talking about it like, it flew by. Like people say that. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. I remember every day.
It did every
day. Every day. I remember I was like, my mind will be like,
I'm Niecy. But anyway, we're gonna get back to travel. Okay, so across the Atlantic Ocean over in Europe, what would be your recommendations?
Oh,
A lot of people are flocking to Greece, and that's on my list to go as well. I haven't been there, but
oh
I
my
do want to
God.
try Santorini,
Yes.
and also yes, and then also the South Pacific. So of course, like the islands like Fiji, the
Oh,
Maldives, and things like that. I definitely recommend those places because
about to
they're.
be your tag along friend, girl.
Let's go.
You about to call me and be like, girl, I'm about to fly here. I'm on it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Yes. So I've been meeting with a lot of suppliers lately to
I
increase
really,
my selling to those locations because mostly I do Caribbean, but I've been meeting with some of the islands like in Fiji and things like that, and just really trying to grow the company and get some people to come along with me so we can go try it out so that way I can make that my specialty.
I will come. I will come along with you. I
girl,
volunteer
yeah,
as tribute. Well,
And I accept.
yes. Now, look, I'm calling in the morning and making my passport appointment. Y'all think I'm playing, but let me get my notebook.
I'm ready.
Aunt Niecy, please go get your passport together, please.
Do you talk to the hotels and work out deals? Well, actually, maybe we don't want to give out your secret, but do you have connections within the hotels as a hospitality person?
Yeah,
Hospitality?
actually, yeah, I've built connections over the years. I have a large database of people that I can reach out to. One thing I don't like to portray is to make people think that I'm always going to have the cheapest price because you do have your online
Right.
travel places where you can go and you can just book something, but are you getting your transfers included? Like there are a lot of missing pieces that you're probably not thinking about because you're just trying to get the cheapest deal. For
Yeah.
me, it's not about that, it's about a quality experience. I want to make sure that when you go, you're getting everything that you're looking for. I want to make sure that you're seeing the sights that you want to see out your window when you wake up in the morning, that you have all of your inclusions, that you go there and you don't have to worry about a thing. Everything is already taken care of for you. So I do have the connections at the hotel, but like I said, that doesn't always necessarily mean that you're going to get the cheapest rate because the cheapest rate is probably not what you want. So
Right. Yeah, I'm a part of this Besties travel group on Facebook, but I thought it was nice, but everybody's, I guess, idea of luxury isn't the same. And then there was a thing where they wanted to go to Mexico and stay in a hostel or whatever, right? Which is like little
Wait,
apartment.
you sleep like in a dorm room?
Yeah,
I didn't mean to make that face, but right.
yeah, it's a dorm or something. And I'm grown as shit.
Heck no.
Stay in no damn dorm room. Going like, what the hell? So yeah, I was like, no, I'm off this trip. I mean, the price sounds good, whatever.
And
But
then you sleeping
first of
around
all,
all kinds of people you don't know.
right. So here's the thing for me. I mean, when I want to go, I'm at the point if I want to go on a luxury trip, like I want to go on a luxury trip. I'm not saying I don't want to spend, my whole life savings on a trip, but I'm gonna tell you this, like I want there to be some good food around, I want my room to be very nice. I mean, if I feel like I want to get a suite or something, then maybe I just want to do that. I mean, I need to always see the water if there's water available. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I want, luxury. Have you run across during your time of getting trips for people? Have you run across any like difficult customers who you're like, man, I just can't please them?
Oh, of course.
How
So
do you
first, let me
handle that?
say, I mean, really, for me, this is why I've implemented discovery calls. For me, before I start researching anything, we're going to spend about 30 minutes on the phone, 30 minutes to an hour on the phone of me just gathering details. What do you expect to see? What is your idea of luxury? Because maybe your idea is a hostel. And if that's what you like, then great. That gives me an idea of what I'm looking for. What is your expectation of all inclusive? Like, what do you plan to eat? Do you want lobster? Because some resorts are not going to have that as a part of their all-inclusive plan. So for me, it's really gathering all the details, it's gathering everything that you're expecting to experience while you're on your vacation. And that helps me with my recommendation. Have I
Yeah.
had difficult clients? Absolutely. I have
Mhm.
people that have said, well, I found this cheaper online, so why is your price this? Well, probably because it's missing some certain things. I'm very direct. I'm going to tell you, like, you're
That's
probably
good.
missing this. And, you know, if that's
And
the
your
direction that
time.
you choose to go, yeah, definitely. By all means, go whatever direction that you feel is going to be best for you. I've had people to price shop me. Basically, they've already gotten all the information and they found a package that they want to have, but then they have me to go in because I have the title travel agent. They think I'm getting free trips and they want to find out how free they can
Mm-hmm.
go. And then when I'm not offering that to them, they're like, oh, okay, well, I found something else. So I've had very difficult clients. I've had people go on vacation and say, this is before I started my discovery calls. Oh my gosh, this is not what I expected, but
Mhm.
this was the price you wanted to pay. And I kind of tried to tell you that. So yes, I've had
Mm-hmm.
difficult clients, and what I've learned is one, discovery calls are very important, but just
Yeah.
every bad experience that I've had,
Mm-hmm.
I've taken something from it and I learned from it and I've implemented that in my business to make it better for the next person.
That's
That's
good. I
exactly
feel
what
like
I was getting ready
yeah,
to ask. The
lessons
exact
learned are
question I
always
was getting
good.
ready to ask you.
What was the
Right.
Yes.
question?
Because some people's negative experiences the wrong way.
Mhm.
Like I told Tink last week, any critique that somebody give you in a review, you take that and look at it at face value and don't just dismiss it because it could have been
Absolutely.
something you could have did better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's one of the first things I tell people whenever they, approach me for business advice. Take that criticism with a grain of salt, but still look at it and see how you can change your business. Don't let it discourage you from being in business, but
Mhm.
just
Absolutely.
take it and let it help you and
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
you
Well
know what I
said.
mean?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I definitely agree. Um, I think that I mean this.
So
So
Tim,
I
you
mean I
got
think
something else?
the huh? No, I was saying with so with the discovery calls, I completely agree with that. I feel like so one of the things that I do remotely is IT and that's a thing that we recently implemented into what I'm doing is discovery calls because you need to figure this out before you actually go in and do the work. Because I mean my time is money, right? So let's
Yes.
figure out what you're looking for.
Right. Absolutely.
But yeah. So what okay, so when you are working to get these to get the everybody's dream trip or luxury trip, you know, I guess what kind of background not background, what kind of homework do you do, I guess,
I mean, I
to
have my go-tos already,
Mhm,
ones where I know what type of experience. Like, I like to provide my tried and true expertise. I've been to
mhm,
this location. I know this is what you're going to get.
mhm,
But a lot of times people may not want that. They want other
Mhm.
options. And for me, I do a substantial amount of research on
mhm,
what the inclusions are at this particular place, like what are the different options that are in your price range. So when I do a presentation of what my travel design is, like I like to have, I take everything that they told me in that discovery call and
mhm,
I'm comparing things to that to be able to show them, okay, if you choose this resort, this is what you're looking at versus this resort. This is going to give you, everything that you're looking for and things of that sort. So for me, it's the research. I know that I mentioned I'm a geography nerd. I'm also a heavy researcher,
mhm,
and I don't always rely on pictures and reviews because those can be
yeah,
very different than what the actual experience is going to be.
mhm,
So for me, I like to get to know the staff, talk to the staff, ask them,
Right.
one-on-one questions to ask
Mhm.
them what that exact experience is. Are the restaurants open at this time? Because COVID, a lot of restaurants are
mhm.
not open. So things like that. I do a lot of research to be able to provide that to the client.
Oh, that's really
Because
good.
I know for me, I'm a heavy researcher also.
I was about to
And
say it
I
sounds like
find
you
that
need
whenever
to.
me and my husband, we used to go somewhere at least 4 times a year, like I be getting headaches looking through those reviews and trying to pick which hotel I want to go to because I'm real particular about where I lay my head at. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, me
I
too.
be reading
Yeah.
hundreds and hundreds of reviews. So, you know,
I used to bring
it
my
would be
own sheets and
refreshing
pillowcases.
for you to handle that for me, so I don't have to get that.
So reviews
When
for
I get in
me,
the room, the first thing that I do, I'll tell you what I do, go to the bed, lift that bed cover up,
put them sheets back, right,
make sure ain't no black dots and nothing moving on that bed.
Oh, God.
right. I'm with you on that because I'm not going to lay my head any place like that.
Oh,
So
that gets
for
you.
me, I'm not going to, I don't expect my clients to. So that's one of the major parts of my research. I do glance reviews, but I'm not heavily set on them because somebody can give a bad review just because it was a pickle on their burger and they didn't
I'm
want
trying to
pickles.
tell you.
So,
People are so
you know,
sensitive nowadays.
Mm.
I read them and I take them with a grain of salt. Now, if it's just all bad reviews, then that tells me something. But you know, I take those here and there. But for me, it's really the relationship building. It's being able to get in contact with the general manager or the hotel
Mhm.
manager and building a relationship with them and being able to say, hey, I have clients coming on these dates.
Right.
What's open, or you know, what activities are really included? Like, is this included? What's expected of them when they get there? So for me, the building of the relationship and having someone to call if my client gets there and their room is not facing what they thought they were going to be facing. Now I have a contact person that I can call and say, okay, this is not what my clients are expecting. What can we do about it? So everything to me is relationship building.
That's excellent. That's excellent. So have you built any, I guess, relationships that you feel like are now lifelong? Like you would continue to work with these people forever? Like when you know, I got this trip and I'm definitely going to recommend this place because this service was outstanding.
Yeah, I have a couple. So one, I'm very biased. Like I mentioned, I used to work with Sandals and Beaches, so I know everybody on the resort. So for me, that's simple. Also,
Is
a
that
couple
family
weeks
or
ago,
couple?
Sandals and Beaches Resorts.
Is the one you're talking about that you know, is it family or couple or
So
adult?
Sandals is adults and it's made for couples. So it's made for two people
Okay.
in love. You're gonna have a king size bed in your room.
Okay.
But Beaches is family oriented. But when I say that, people still were like, "Oh my gosh, kids are there."
Yeah, I
The
don't want that.
kids don't want to be around you. No. The kids are doing their own thing. They are avoiding the adults. And I'm telling you firsthand,
Okay.
my husband and I took our two kids and I woke up, I said, hey guys, let's go get breakfast. Oh no, take me to the kids club. Like they didn't want to be with me like all day. Like they keep the kids busy. They're with people their age. They're engaged in activities. They're going to the beach. They're going to the water park. Like they're having a great time.
I've never
You can
experienced it.
you can do a girlfriend getaway. You can do a class reunion. You can do anything adult oriented at a beaches resort because I promise you the kids are not trying to be where the adults are. So
I've never experienced it, and so I just feel like because I have my two older boys, and even now I feel like if I took my older boys and we went to something like this to just like a family thing, they would still be around me the whole time.
nope. How old are your oldest boys? Well, they're adults
18
now.
and 23, but they still would be around. I just feel like they would be around me the whole time. I was like, can y'all
I don't know, Tink. I don't know.
We're gonna
I
test
would
the
never
theory. We're gonna test the
kids,
theory.
honey. My kids would be
Huh?
getting into stuff.
Ooh,
I
child.
said my
What you
kids
said?
would be getting into stuff, honey. They
Not
would
mine.
never, ever, ever. I wouldn't see them the whole time we on the island. They would be gone.
They have a good time. I'm telling you, they do. They're with their age group and they are just having a great time. But in addition to Sandals and Beaches, I last week, actually a couple weeks ago, I was invited to Future Leaders in Travel retreat in Mexico. So I went and there were several different suppliers there where we had one-on-one meetings with them. So I've built a lot of connections with some other suppliers. I have direct contacts. I've had meetings with the vice president of the entire company with some of these suppliers. So I have some great contacts that I can reach out to make sure that my clients are getting what they're supposed to be getting when they're on these experiences.
Sorry, my camera keeps wanting to
So do you
fall.
work with the cruise
Oh,
lines?
Work
I
with
didn't hear you.
who?
I'm sorry.
Do you work with the cruise lines at all?
Oh,
Cruises?
I do. I'm a little biased. I think you get more bang for your buck, and I think you get more of an experience when you fly to an island. However, there are certain cruise lines that I am just like, oh my gosh, you must try them. They are a little higher end, but I do definitely feel like you're gonna get an amazing experience with them. I do other cruises, like if that's what someone chooses to do, but I'm just being honest, probably gonna try to talk about it. I'm like, why don't you just fly to the island and experience the island? Because a lot of times when you do the cruises, you're just seeing the port area. You're not really getting out and being able to experience the island.
true. I don't know. I'm not a cruise person. I don't want to be on no cruise. I feel like you might as well throw me in a high school and put it on a boat. Like, I don't want it.
Did you say high school?
Yeah, so I feel like you just threw me into a high school, like, and put me on a boat. You know what I mean? With a buffet. Like, I don't want it.
Some people are
I'm a
diehard
nerd, so I see a few pictures. I call them floating petri dishes, honey, because that's all I see is germs. I call them floating petri dishes because I don't think I see is germs. Honey. That's it.
I just see me being locked in, like, I mean, cannot escape if there is some sort of difficulty or there's problems. Like, plus, I have a fear of cruises because, you're on international waters. There's no real rules. People can die on the boats, and they do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but you can die at a destination. So,
well, what I'm saying is, it's like, say I went with my partner and they got mad at me and threw me over the water. It's cool.
Well, that brings me to my next point. Travel insurance is very important.
Okay.
So make sure you have your travel protection anywhere that you go. But I mean, some people are diehard cruisers, and I get it. I've been on some great cruises as well. They can be fun, but for me, I do feel like you just get the most experience by flying to the island. You're not on a floating hotel, like you're there and you really get to get out and do different things on that island each day.
It's like you're all locked in there. I don't want to be locked in anywhere, just floating on water. I'd rather be able to wake up and hit the sand. You know what I mean?
I mean,
that's
yeah.
What I want. But that's just me. Like you said,
the destination I wanted to ask you about is Dubai. That's real big with people. Like, have you
want to go to Dubai for like
there?
4 years? Why is it hot all of a sudden? That's what I want to know. I've been wanting to go for like 4 years. Why is it like the thing to do?
Everybody is talking about Dubai because it's a bucket list place. Like it is exotic. So you're in the desert, but you're in like a high-end luxury type desert. For me, I haven't been. I do plan to go next year. But I'm such a tropical Caribbean person. I mean, I'm gonna go experience it, but it really is a very high end, like high demand type location, just because of the exoticness of it, and it is beautiful. So I don't know. Everyone just wants to go because they're hearing other people talk about it and they're hearing about their experiences, and there's a lot to do there. It's beautiful. You have your skyscrapers where you can go get, these exotic experiences and do things like that. So it really is very high in demand for those reasons. Then you just had the Housewives of Atlanta go there a couple weeks ago. So, everybody's trying to go now.
Right. I was like, oh my gosh, they just told people about the place. Now I'm going to get there and I can guarantee you I'm going to go there and somebody from Baltimore is going to be there. Like, I'm trying to escape y'all. Like, God.
But there's so many different places that you can stay, so maybe more than likely you won't be at the same place.
No.
So unless you had the same travel agent kind of steering everybody to the same.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I guess now we will, right?
You will, because I'm going to help them get there, right? So,
right. Well,
I'll make sure you guys are separated.
Yeah, just give me a heads up, like, hey, just letting you know.
I got you.
And look,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, whenever I was looking at her blog, and what made me ask you to come on is because you're from Charlotte, baby, and I love me some Charlotte and Carolina Panthers, honey.
I see
Oh,
you with the
you gotta
jersey.
plug that
So,
shirt.
what's the best hotel you think in Charlotte? What's the best
There's
hotel in
actually a
Charlotte?
there's a brand new hotel that I'm dying to get to. It's a JW Marriott. It just opened 2 weeks ago.
Is it
But
Austin?
I've seen pictures. It's uptown area. It's really nice. So I need to plan a date night for my husband and me to go stay up there. I also like the Ritz Carlton uptown. It's just kind of in the middle of everything. You
Yes,
have
that's
so much
perfect.
going on around you. Sometimes in the evening they have like a jazz band downstairs. It's just a lot going on. So it's romantic and it's cute. So I like the Ritz Carlton.
What would be the best destination within
Yeah, I
the
like
United
that.
States?
So again, you're asking a very tropical person. My
Right.
favorite
Well,
city
or what's the
is
most popular, I guess.
I love Miami. Miami is a great destination to go to. A lot of people just think of South Beach when they think of Miami, but there's so much more to Miami than South Beach. So many beautiful beaches that you can go to,
Mm.
lots of great restaurants because it's a melting pot of so many different cultures. So there's just an abundance of things you can get into. You can do a day trip to Key West from there.
Mm.
You can do a day trip to the Bahamas from there. It's just a lot to
Mm.
do in Miami. And then if I have to choose a place based on food, I'm going to choose New Orleans
Oh,
because, oh my
I
gosh,
want to go there. Have you been?
yes,
Oh, I want to go.
Girl, you've never been
yes,
to New Orleans.
No,
Look,
I've
Tink,
never been.
Mardi
So you,
Gras.
no.
Mardi
Well, I've always
Gras
thought it was
is a
dangerous.
bucket list type thing, honey. I stayed
yes.
staggering down there. You hear
Be careful with those grenades because they will get you.
the thing is that with Mardi Gras,
We lost you.
I think we lost you.
with
We heard none of that.
am I
We
here?
heard none of that.
Okay. With Mardi Gras, what I loved was having a hotel down in the French Quarter. It's very
Yeah,
Oh,
important to get you a nice hotel down in the French Quarter, but don't get one right by the river, okay? Because you're gonna get some nutria in the hotel. You hear what I'm saying? And they like
what?
little rats,
Oh, what?
but big rats.
Oh, see now.
you have made Tink afraid to go to New Orleans. You'll be okay. No,
No,
just
you got
stay in the French Quarter and you'll be
well,
right there in the action. You'll be
stay in the French
amongst
Quarter.
everything. Yes.
Like Bougelations says,
Mhm.
don't go to
And honey,
Louisiana. Like,
they even letting you smoke weed on the street too, Tink. They letting you
I don't
smoke
want.
weed out on the street
I don't smoke weed. I'm
in bars
good.
and stuff.
I don't want it. It gives me a headache.
I mean, I'm just saying. I ain't saying
Because you
you
want
did,
Make sure
but
you
I
get
was
your travel
surprised that
protection for whatever
people
your
were
extracurricular activities are going to be.
Oh, there you go. See, yes. See, look. I don't know. I just like to drink and go out and meet people. That's what I like to do. Drink, go out, activities. Well, some like when I go on vacation, I'm on vacation. I feel like some people I went on one girl's vacation one time and I was
right.
like, this is the worst. I don't want to do this. Because I got there and I'm like, I got 2 kids. I'm a single parent. I get there, I'm like, ooh, I want to rest. And they're like, we have things planned. We're gonna go here, we're gonna go there. And I was like, I'm not. I'm going to sit in my room because that's what I came here to do for at least, the first day or whatever, but y'all have fun. And then they're like, oh, you're not going to participate? I mean, it's a girl trip. It's not a fucking field trip. Like I can rest. So, I mean, they were a little upset, but I felt like this is all the better because y'all could stay gone and do whatever. And I was like, oh my God, I got this room all to myself.
Right. Well, Tink,
Yeah.
I'm going to let you know I'm that girl. I'm going to be the one like, girl, I got this plan and this. But
I
the
don't
thing
mind
is,
it.
I'm
This
not going
the
to be mad
thing.
at you for not doing it because I'm going to understand. I'm like, no, it's optional.
Right.
It just gives
So that was my thing. Number one, let it be optional,
Do
like,
everything
because
I
Yeah.
can
I'm a
do.
grown woman, I can decide if I want to go. And number two, the trip, I felt like,
Mhm.
because she was her friends were not alpha, and I feel like she was very alpha. So
Okay.
the trip was her trip, basically. Everything
Got
she wanted to do. We got there and it was like, yeah, let's go to this jail that had
She
been closed
wanted to
down. Like,
do,
oh,
not necessarily you.
I was like, why do I want to go to jail? And then she was like, oh, because she was a criminal justice major. Now that shit to do with me.
Right.
For me, don't sound fun to me. So I'm gonna
No,
stay here.
girl trips come with their own challenges. They do.
But
So
honey,
I'm okay with the girls' trips. It's just
but
like,
honey, let's get back to
the
New
thing is, I'm gonna
Orleans.
be me. I'm gonna,
right,
if I don't want to go, I won't go.
right. And you shouldn't have to. You do what on the
Look,
itinerary
let's
fits
do
your
a
personality, what you want to do.
girls trip to New Orleans.
What? What'd you say?
All right, Niecy, what's going on?
I know, Lordy. I can't. I'm like, I don't get like the
I
little
said,
bits
let's
of
do a girls trip. New Orleans.
who. No. Uh-uh.
We can go. And
Who,
I
the three
recently
of
did a
us?
girls trip. I just did one
No,
to Houston. Houston has some amazing food too.
the three of us. Is that what you're talking about? The three, right? I'm looking at you, Niecy. The three of us, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's fine. Because I don't want Niecy to be extending invites. She is like really like kind and open hearted. And she'd be like, oh my God. Somebody will hit her up and be like, I want to go. And she'd be like, hey, Tink,
Oh, and
I
maybe
know you said three of us,
maybe
but
Toy.
I can't hear you, girl.
All right, Niecy, we're not hearing any of
It's
that.
over. But anyway, no,
So
she's very kind hearted. And I'm telling you, we do things like this. Somebody will hit her up in her inbox and be like, yeah, look, I want to go with you. No, you can't. I don't want it. I'm all
Well, they
about
are more than
energy.
welcome. We
I'm
will
all
get.
about energy and good vibes. So I'm like,
I
I
agree.
gotta know your vibe a little bit beforehand. And if I don't, because I'm just the type of person that we could be on a whole girls trip, we could be in the same room. And if I don't like somebody's energy, I'm like, I'll get my own room because I don't care.
And that's what I was just about to say. I think, for this trip, we inviting people, might want to do our own room situation type thing.
Mhm. Yes, indeed. Yes. Look at you. No, good. No, I want to go to. I can't believe you just went to Mexico. I'm trying to tell you, I was literally looking up travel like
mhm.
I would say every other day. I'm looking it up. Like, where should I go first? Where should I go first? I need to get this out the way because I really want to go someplace, and I
Let's
don't even know.
go.
But
You
Greece,
should.
I know, but I was just like, I don't know. But Greece is also one that's been on my because I love the fact that those homes in what is it, Santorini, right?
Santorini, like right on the
Santorini.
coast, on the
Yeah, are like
cliff.
white with the bluest
Yes,
blue water. Like those are my favorite colors. Are
yeah,
you back,
it's
Niecy?
true.
Niecy, are you back? No, she's not. She's like frozen or something. Lordy.
I
Anyway,
saw a little movement, right?
yeah. So, but no, I've always wanted to go there just because I love blue and I love white, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, and it looks so great. And then I looked up what is the island? Starts with an M.
The Maldives.
No, Mykonos.
Okay.
Mykonos, I think, is another one that I wanted to do because I heard that some nice little clubs and stuff like that there, and some good shops and things like that. So
Look at you
Mykonos
trying to
is
turn up a little bit.
a girl. Just because I don't smoke weed, but that's all I do. The only reason I don't, I moved down to Virginia, which is totally different from where I've been forever, and which was a good thing for me because now I can sit tight and work. Versus when I
Okay.
lived up there, girl, I'd be out till the sun come up.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh yeah, every day,
No,
every
what?
day. Girl, yes. Even if I had work, I would be out to
So
the
not
sun came
every
up.
weekend, but every day.
Every day
Well,
till the
think I
sun
can't
came
do it. I can't
up.
do it.
Well, I think I'm retired now because like I haven't done it in like 2 years. So Now I'm
Yeah,
like, oh Lord,
you
I don't want
you
it.
try it now, you might pass out.
I'm trying to tell you, it's like a race, right? I have to build myself back up to it or train for it or something.
Right.
So if we say we're going to go somewhere, I think I might need to train for it to be up. You know what I'm saying? Stand up a little bit, dance a little bit.
I think you got one
Am
too
I
big.
here?
Yeah.
Am I here?
You're
You are
here
Can you
for
here.
see
now.
me?
For now. Girl.
So a question I wanted to ask you was, what would be your advice to someone who wants to get into this business, especially with cousin 19 wanting to hang around and his cousins? Will you even
Delta.
recommend somebody starting a business right now?
Do your research. It's easy to join a company and say that you're a travel agent now. And there are so many, I hate to say this, but there's a lot of people kind of tarnishing the image of a travel agent because people have had money stolen from them, like they thought they were paying for a cruise and the cruise never happened, things like that. So do your research in learning about the company that you're joining, learn about what type of training they're offering you. Um, there are some companies out there that just allow you to sign up, pay your money, then they call you a travel agent, but you haven't been trained on anything. And you just are now trying to sell travel. You don't know the least little bit about what the requirements are to enter a country, or you don't know airport codes. Like there are certain things that you just have to learn, and you have to know and gain that expertise for the people to feel like this is why I'm coming to you. So
Right.
my main thing is really just do your research. Make sure that you're with a reputable company, even if it is a small company like Key Occasions. If y'all want to join me, come on. But even if it is a small company, like just find out what the training is going to be or what support that you have to help you grow your business. And take business courses. Like really figure out the biggest thing in this industry. Figure out what your niche is. Don't try to sell everything because you will go
Right.
down a rabbit hole trying to
Right.
learn everything. You're not going to learn it all. So really just kind of figure out what your passion is, what you like to sell, and sell
Mm-hmm.
that. For me, like I mentioned all the time, I'm a tropical Caribbean person. If you
And
ask me about someplace super cold, I'm just gonna say, well, we can look into an Alaska cruise, because
like, I
that's not
mean, like my
my
brother,
specialty.
they did that. Him and
I
his
want to
wife
go to
the
Iceland,
anniversary trip went to Alaska on a cruise, and I'm like, huh?
but I
Some
want to
The
go
end
to
of
people
the
love it.
Iceland. You know why? So they got this like water thing. I guess it's like a spring. It's supposed to be warm or something like that or whatever. But it's pretty cold up there. But then also they have this other thing. It's like an underground tequila place where you have to wear like a fur because they keep the tequila so cold.
Why did I know your answer was gonna have something to do with some type of party or something? I already knew it.
Because that's the only look. You looking at a single mom. When I leave, that's another reason why when people be like, "Oh, on the girls trip, you want to do this, you want to do that." No, I don't, because I'm gonna have fun the whole time I'm here. Like you could be arguing or whatever, and I'm gonna be like, "Okay, bye."
Right.
Girl, I'm gonna
And
tell
you're
you.
getting your rest in the day so you can be ready for that night.
All day.
Okay, I got you.
Right.
Mhm.
However, I
No,
do
but
like
I mean, honestly, to answer that, I do what I am looking for currently. Now, I currently have some other agents that are under me, and I'm making sure
Mhm.
everyone has a specialty because what I don't want to do is turn anyone away.
Mhm.
But if
Mhm.
someone is coming to me for an Iceland trip, again, that's not my specialty, but I have someone else on the team who does do those type of trips.
Yeah.
So you really just getting into this industry have to know what your specialty is. Why are you known for travel? Why are people coming to you for this particular expertise? So
Mhm.
that's my advice.
Yeah. I
Very
mean,
good
for me,
advice.
I think it is too, right? No, for me, I feel like Iceland is just one of those places. I know people don't typically like to go cold places. I feel like, I love the islands too, but I kind of want to go just different places and just see different things, There's this apparently slide in Chile. Did you hear about this? Is it Chile? I think there's this
Yeah,
slide or something like that. that goes like down the island or down the not island, but goes like down the hill. It's like this
Like a
huge
cliff.
thing over a
I
cliff.
think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna look it up.
I just want to go for that slide.
You know, I will go and take pictures of you and film you.
I just want to go say it. I just want to go for the slide. We can film each other.
There you go.
She's scared of heights.
I'm about that too.
I
I
working
like
on my house.
right
On the ladder. I said, I can't do that.
You can try it. Love it. When I went to Dominican Republic, girl, I hate when they make you follow the tour guide. Like they put us on, we got on ATVs or whatever, but then we had to like follow the guide so you can only go certain places, certain speed. But I mean, it is helpful, you know, you don't want to get kidnapped.
Where are you trying to go? That is not your land. You don't know anything.
Look,
I know.
Dominican Republic, honey, you better stay with the travel.
I learned that.
Again, get your travel protection for all of your trips. Because see, you tripping.
Look, I feel like every time I say something, she like, okay, people, look. You listen to her.
Get your travel.
Yeah.
When you book your trip, think of Tink and get your travel insurance.
Because I loved it though. I went we got on the, like I said, we got on the what do you call it, the 4-wheelers or whatever. And then oh my gosh, we went to like zip lining, which this is the highest zip lining I've ever been to. The highest. It was like, whew, I don't know, it just kept getting higher and higher.
Every time when you start talking about heights, I'm gonna be the party
one of the girls didn't want to go. Yeah, one of the girls didn't go because of the heights or whatever. But I feel like you should try everything once. Like try everything. So I went and I was like, after this first one, zip line, I'm done. But then apparently it's not like you can just walk down because this is Dominican Republic. I mean, I don't know what their safety regulations are, but me walking tiptoeing on the side of that mountain was not safe.
The regulations were right up to me.
Yeah, it was not safe at all. So I wasn't walking back down that, you know, so I had no choice.
Right. Once you up there, you got to come down on that zip line.
And I didn't know it was multiple. I thought, oh, I'm going to knock this one out and it's over.
No. Yeah, I have a very similar zip line experience, so I know exactly what you're talking about. But I'm like you, Tink. I'm like, I will try something one time just to say I've done it. Yeah. And if I don't like it, then I won't do it again. I tried to scuba dive.
Oh, and, I that. Did you like that?
No. So be mindful. I'm afraid of Nemo, Dory, all of them. So I jumped in
the water. Trying to touch you.
I didn't see anything, but when I jumped in, I panicked. I said, "There's a shark in the water." They said, "No, it's not." And I said, "We're in the ocean. There's a shark out here somewhere." So I tried to get back on the boat, and then I felt something tug my leg, and I started fighting in the water. But it was the guy trying to help me take my fin off. But I was just like, you know what, this ain't.
See, I want to do
that. I jumped in though. That was the biggest part. I jumped in the water, but that was enough for me.
See, I feel like I'll try anything water. Like I love to jet ski, like all that. Like I would try anything water. My kids are always like, "Oh, it's the ocean," and I'm like, I don't give a damn. Like I got a life jacket on. Let's do this. Like except for I'm definitely not the one who's gonna go like 60 or whatever. Oh my goodness, I had to save somebody on a jet ski one time. That's one thing about me though. So I'm a good travel buddy because I am great in emergency situations. Great.
Get your travel protection. Think of Tink and get your travel protection anytime.
Look, whenever I go with her, I'm definitely gonna get travel protection. You hear me?
You know something.
Why
end up in jail?
Not at all, ma'am. What you will not do is I will never be in a foreign jail. Girl, let me tell you. Look, it will never have, like I said, anybody could be like, bitch, fuck you. And I'm like, you right. You right. I am not about to be in nobody's foreign jail. You see these movies where these people be in jail for years?
Yeah.
Tear a poster off the wall or something? Right. I won't do it.
No parts of it, right?
No parts
of it. Abroad.
I'd be like, you win.
Honestly, just from this conversation, though, I think a trip with the three of us would be hilarious.
I think it would be good looking. We could definitely record it.
We would have to get some recording of that. It would be
Oh, for
hilarious.
sure. Yeah, like I said, I'm ready when y'all are. I'm not just playing any games because all I'm doing is I work from home. So, but I do have my events on Saturday, but that's actually coming to an end at the end of October. So,
Okay. Well, I'm waiting for my invitation to an event. So,
well, no, these events are for this area for me to sell. It's like a farmer's market.
I travel.
Okay, well, come on.
Okay.
Girl, listen, look, you want to go to Maryland? Ain't nothing happening here. Ain't nothing happening.
Okay.
And it could just be me, but ain't nothing happening here. Like stuff really closes. Like, yeah.
Yeah, because you're looking for the all night club every night.
Well, so no, if you go to Maryland, okay, so something will close, but then there's something after that, and it's after hours and after hour. Like literally, I went to go take my son to school, and I hit up my friend, and my friend was like, "Oh, I'm at the after hour," and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool," and it was like 4:00 in the morning.
Okay, so the after start by 4:00. Okay, gotcha.
Well, they go the first one.
Have
you been
to Vegas?
Huh?
You been to Vegas?
No, I didn't go to Vegas. You know what? So this is the thing. I'm not a fan of, and this is going to sound messed up, but I'm just not really a fan of going places that I feel like everybody goes to. Everybody.
But can I say this? If you go to Vegas, you don't have to have the same experience everybody has. It's so much to do in Vegas. It's not just about the casino. It's a lot that you can do in Vegas.
I saw the little car on the show last night. You know,
ride. Oh, Love and Marriage Huntsville. They were in Vegas.
Love and Marriage Huntsville. They were driving the cars. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Some of the high end, the luxury vehicles. The Porsche experience.
I need to do that.
They have that. They have an experience where you can drive like a military tank and drive over cars and shoot machine guns. They have, of course, you have your tours to the different canyons if you want to do that.
I want to do a helicopter ride to the Grand Canyon and land and do lunch.
Heights.
Well, come on, Miss Adventurous.
Yes,
come on.
In a helicopter.
Where are you at with the travel insurance? And she talking about helicopters over the Grand Canyon. Where you at? Where's your travel insurance line? Like,
okay.
What?
Look, I'm gonna tell you the helicopter.
Okay, don't forget your travel protection and your travel insurance. You hear Aunt Niecy talking about flying. But I'm trying to figure out why Tink is scared all of a sudden because this Miss Adventurous.
I'm gonna do it. I'll do it. Look, I'll jump out that helicopter.
Oh, no. Okay. Get your travel insurance.
See,
you doing too much now. You doing too much now.
I'm talking about if they have you know what I always wanted to do was what's the thing where it you hold on, it's this thing and like you run up the hill and kind of like glides or whatever.
Guys, get your travel insurance.
Oh, okay.
Make sure.
I just want to have fun.
But listen, all of those things that you're saying can be a part of your Vegas experience. I promise you, Vegas is not just about casinos. Like I was in Vegas a couple weeks ago, and I didn't touch a casino at all. There's so much you can do in Vegas without being in a casino.
So that's why I've not been because so in Maryland, we have 3 casinos. Like I've just not been a fan of blowing my money for no reason. That's just not who I am. And I don't think it's cool to sit at the slot machine for hours.
You don't have to.
We stayed
I want to do it.
Venetian, I think the last time we went.
Venetian.
And girl, let me tell you, it was so nice and quiet over at the Venetian. Over at the Jordan Hotel is where all the partiers were. And I was like, I walked over there and I felt like I was in another world, but the Venetian was very quiet when we went.
And the Venetian, each hotel and resort there, they have their own different experiences. So the Venetian has the gondola boat rides where you have somebody, singing, and it's really cute. Like you don't have to just feel like you're in a casino. Like it's so much that you can do in Vegas. So Tink, you need to go to Vegas. You do need to go.
We'll see. I'm going out of this country first. I want to get this passport together. So I'm going to go out of this country first, and then I'll go to Vegas. Maybe, what is it? And I'm the type person, I look at the weather too before I go, because I'm like, what I'm not going to do is be out there sweating, okay? Beads of sweat will not fall off me.
It's hot.
Honey,
It's hot right now. Yeah.
It's hot right now, and we went in August, I believe.
Yep. It's hot.
Wow.
It's over 100 degrees, definitely.
Oh, won't be me. I hate when it gets 80. 85.
And then I need a light jacket at night.
Well,
a couple weeks ago, you wouldn't have needed it.
See, that's why I'm going out during the day, though, because it's just hot. It's hot.
Because you partied all night. Let's be real.
I mean, but I could get up. Though.
This is gonna be our conversation in the room whenever we go. You can't get up drunk.
Look, y'all don't even know. Look, I'm a professional at this, so
okay,
bro. Get your travel insurance.
Look, I
have loved this live, y'all. This has been one of the best ones we've done. Like, the chemistry is magic.
Good energy.
The energy is definitely very good. Everybody asked me about travel agent. I'm definitely gonna recommend you, because I feel like just from this live that you're gonna take care of your clients. And my next trip with my husband, I'm definitely gonna check you out.
Please do. And stay tuned, because I do a lot of retreats, couples retreats, where we can all go and hang out together. So stay tuned.
Won't be me. I'm not a couple. So,
no thanks. Valentine's Day next year.
Valentine's. So we're gonna talk about that, and then Tink, we're gonna play matchmaker with you.
Look,
we're doing a dating show for her.
That's what she keeps saying.
Ooh.
We I don't.
And I'm still getting it all together. I'm trying to figure out which channel I want to do it on. So
what channel? What you talking about?
Just be present. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So we're definitely doing a dating show for Tink. So if you know the new cliche term is high value Black men, please let me know so they can go on a virtual date with Miss Tink.
Okay. I definitely want to witness this. Yes.
I want the high value. Look, it's going to be a virtual show. I'm hoping, correct? Virtual.
Yeah, but we'll.
Because I'm about to say this is going to be the most boring show you've ever watched.
We're going to find somebody. We could do a couples trip.
Ooh.
Bam! You see how simple that is?
So, yeah. I mean, you might want to have multiple people be in this couple situation, because if it's just me and I'm on camera, it's gonna be the most boring thing that you've ever watched, because y'all ain't I'm not about to let out all my secrets. It's gonna be like, how are you doing, sir?
Well, first we know you're gonna sleep all day. You're just gonna be ready to turn up at night.
No, look, I only sleep 4 hours anyways. I get to, like I told you, I went out and then I would go to work. I would go straight to work, and I was a manager.
Get your travel insurance when traveling with Tink.
I'm definitely getting some messing with Tink.
Look, y'all are gonna be excited that I'm there, because I'm gonna be the one who's gonna be like, who's getting us the drinks right now?
And I would gladly drink it, and I'm just like, Tink, I'm going to bed, and then I probably won't. Because then you're going to give me more drinks. I'm going to keep drinking. Then the next morning, I'm going to be mad at you.
Oh,
what did you do?
Sleep? Oh, no. We might have to find somebody to come along to hang out at night then. Because, I don't know.
I'll hang with you, but I'm going to need more than 4 hours of sleep.
Oh. Well.
Or at least a nap somewhere.
A nap. I love naps. Now you know why I love naps. I love naps. Yeah. But anyway.
Get back at it.
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
Anyway.
Okay, Sakeysha, will you tell everybody where they can find you and get up with you as far as your business is concerned?
Yeah, so my website is www.key-occasions, and that's OCCASIONS.com. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Key Occasions. And my business line is 704-665-9495. And I am definitely here to help design your next vacation.
Next luxury vacation.
Yes,
Luxury, honey. Yes.
luxury,
Yeah.
not just ordinary. Okay.
Oh, no, we're not going there.
Well,
right.
usually at the end of the live, we let Miss Tink do stocks and we let the guests decide whether or not they want to stay on. You're more than welcome to stay on, and we're gonna do a little stock tip for probably 10 to 15 minutes. So it's
Okay.
up to you whether or not you want to stay.
I'm gonna probably turn my camera off and pour me a nice little beverage and take a listen because I'm very interested in some stocks.
All
All right.
righty.
Well, thank you for coming.
Thank y'all. I enjoyed you guys. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I can't wait till our vacation. All right.
We'll talk soon.
All right. So, if you've been watching the stock market this week, you know, it's been okay, but it's been a little rocky. And the buzz on the street is that some debts that China has, about $300 billion worth of debt is coming due, which might actually end up causing a crash, is what people are fearing. This is the buzz on the street. So, in these stock streets. So I would say watch your money and don't overinvest, and and just, as I always say, be aware of your stock market and keep an eye on what's going on. One of the new ones that I just found, and I think they just started getting publicly traded, and I just happened upon this one, is called Dutch Bros. So apparently they are some sort of they're very popular, I guess, maybe in the West Coast. I'm actually not that familiar with what they are, but all I know is they shot up 30% in one day, and that's how they caught my eye.
And what's this called?
Dutch Bros. I thought it was brothers at first, but it's literally bros, BROS. And
is
so
it marijuana business?
No, I believe it might be like coffee or something of that nature. But apparently it's very popular on the West Coast. I'd say do your research on it. Like I said, I just happened upon it and I saw it and it was shooting up to like the high percentages. Looking at the overall, it looks like it just,
Yeah, it's a coffee company.
Yeah. So it looks like it just started.
Right now it's about $43, but they did take a little bit of a slide at the end of the
Right.
week.
So it went up 30%, it went down or whatever. So my thing is I feel like it's about to go back up. If you look at it just started getting publicly traded. And so if you look at the, how it's been going or whatever, it's definitely gonna shoot up. That's what I'm thinking. So take a look at Dutch Bros on Monday and see how it goes. I think what is it? Peloton was okay this week. I know we definitely didn't make a lot of money on Peloton. And for me, I went ahead and invested in Carvana this week and they did pretty good. So Carvana is actually one of my let's see how it goes. It's one of my stocks that I watch. So I know that you've been investing in stocks lately, Niecy. Are there any stocks that you think that the people should be looking out for now that you've started investing?
Babe, this week I've been scared to do about anything because everything that I want to invest in was going down a little bit.
Yeah.
So I still have like my Teslas, my Walgreens, stuff like that I hang on to if they don't go down too much.
Yeah.
I've been looking at Hasbro and Mattel because supposedly that they were predicting it to shoot up, but I haven't seen that yet. So if you keep an eye on Mattel and Hasbro, check those out. My GXO logistics finally started taking a dive. So it's down about 3%. So watch that one. But I'm gonna be doing day trading this week because everything is kind of
going, it's up and down.
Yeah, a little volatile last week. So You
Little
wanted
volatile last week. I'm telling, because the word on the street is that they're about to call this due or whatever, the $300 billion debt. People are saying, which I find interesting, that people are like, no, they ain't gonna call in that debt because that might cripple the economy in general, because then they'll end up calling in their debts and things like that. I'm like, does nobody remember how Wall Street crashed before? Like, they can call in some debts. I mean, that's
exactly.
not why it crashed, but I'm just saying it can happen. So.
And one more stock you might want to be watching is Netflix.
Netflix. All right.
Just take a look at it.
Okay. So yeah, my favorites, my go-tos are always Moderna. I'm definitely gonna I'm heavily all in actually. So pray for me. I'm all in for Monday for Dutch Bros. So we'll see how that goes. And NNOX is another one that I'm actually in. And I got that tip from somebody in one of my stock groups on Facebook. So, but I watched that one because that one too is a little bit like, it's not doing as much as I feel like it should do. It's not giving me 30%. The fact that Dutch Bros went up 30%, I think it can do it again. And it's only, like you said, in like $40-some.
$43.
So I think it can do it again. We just it just depends on what they think, the people think it's worth, I guess.
Yeah, so if I see it ticking back up, I'm gonna put me some money on it.
Well, gotta see on Monday. Does it look like it's shooting up? So we'll see. But watch out and keep your money close, and just in case something happens, because these stock streets are predicting a downfall. But that's it. That's all I got for the week.
I did make a little bit of money when Krispy Kreme, they went up about 5 or 6%. But they already taken a nosedive. They're down 7% now. But
that's why I don't stay in there that long.
It did go up a few days ago, and I just threw some money in there and got it out as soon as it started trickling down, honey.
But that's why I don't keep it in there that long, because I'm like, look, I just want to give me a little bit of money, get in, get out. You know what I'm saying? But you see how in the beginning when we first started talking about stocks, and you were like, I don't know about this, and I'm not familiar, and da da da.
I didn't know about doing it myself. I felt like, always having this investment company to have it saved and tucked away in this. But I've actually found it very refreshing to
handle your own money.
And like I haven't lost anything, guys. So I haven't lost a penny since I've been in doing the stocks. So
because see, I feel like we're giving some pretty sound advice here for some novice, right? Because my thing is, the goal for this we aren't talking long-term investment. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about watching it closely, watching for the spikes, watching for the dips, and getting in when you see it spiking, and then getting out when you see it's dipping. Like, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about going in and collecting some quick money.
Right.
So, yeah. But anyways, with that said, this for entertainment purposes. And so do what you want to do with your stocks. But, that's the advice that we're giving out. So that's it for me.
All right. So y'all remember to go over and shop at quincequan.com. The girl has got my hair growing, honey. It's touching my shoulders, baby. I thought it was something on my neck one day when I blew it out. And I was like, I was outside in the garden and it was her hair, honey. So if you want to get some hair growth, I'm gonna tell you another thing. I've been using your drops for the ginger ale. I've been putting them on my eye.
I gotta send you the picture this lady sent me. You will not believe it. And I'm almost scared to put it up because you know how people just stay talking online or whatever. I got the face one before I got the hair one. Remember I told you I need some before and afters? Look, God sent me this customer came back and she was just like, oh my gosh, like you won't believe it. And she sent me a picture of these bags she had on her eyes. I'm gonna have to send it to you. I'm gonna have to send it to you because you will not believe what she looked like, the bags before and the bags after. So yeah, that's something I'm gonna talk to you about too, by the way. But anyway, so once again, I'm trying not to keep you up all night, but
I had
Huh?
none. I had no
What?
lashes.
Oh, girl, I can't barely see. I
Can
can't
you
barely
see
see.
them?
I can't see nothing because it's blurry.
But yeah.
Well, I think apparently, people are definitely they're using it for their
Okay.
face, and I think that that's good. But I gotta show you these pictures, and I'll eventually put them up on the site. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm gonna show them to you first. But anyways, that's it from me.
Okay,
All
y'all.
right.
I'm gonna tell y'all
So you
one
want
more
to close
thing
this
that we're
out?
gonna go. Hmm.
Go ahead.
Make sure you go over and purchase you some things over at Purity of Sage. She extended her discount when she's giving you guys 20% off just for following us. So the code is ETEAU. You get 25% off the entire website. And she got candles galore. And how I got them lined up there. The fall leaves are smell so good, y'all. Go over there and get your dad one for the fall. Put it in your hallway and light it up. Have your whole house smelling good. All right, then. So I'm your girl Aunt Niecy, and
I am Tink the Hair Fairy. It's game time.
peace.